You ever see a 23-second video just absolutely explode online and wonder, how? Well, today we are diving deep into a brilliant piece of animation that taps into a universal modern fear, and it does it in the most hilarious way possible. Let's figure out what makes this thing tick.
So what is it for you? Is it your camera accidentally flicking on during a huge Zoom call? Or maybe, airdropping a really weird photo to a complete stranger on the train? Yeah, for a lot of us, it's that heart-stopping moment when your private audio suddenly becomes very, very public. And this short, it takes that exact fear and just spins it into comedy gold.
You know how it goes. Every great story about total chaos always starts with a moment of complete calm. So let's go right to the beginning, where our hero has absolutely no idea that a social catastrophe is literally seconds away.
Ah, yes, the famous last words. Our protagonist strolls into the library, headphones on, just filled with this pure, simple optimism. This line is it's the perfect setup. It creates this amazing sense of dramatic irony, because we, the audience, we can just feel that something is about to go horribly wrong. It makes the peace before the storm that much funnier.
And just look at the setting here. The attention to detail is awesome. The animation is this crisp 4K, the library looks beautiful, and our character is just vibing, completely lost in their own little world. Setting this super high-quality, peaceful scene makes the chaos that's about to erupt feel so much more jarring and honestly, way more hilarious.
Okay, here we go. This is it. This is the moment the bubble bursts. That private sanctuary of your own personal audio is about to get shattered in the most public, most humiliating way you can imagine.
And just watch how fast this all goes down. Seriously, in the span of 2 seconds, the entire vibe just flips on its head. The jack pops out, the music starts blasting, and boom, every single pair of eyes in that dead silent library is now lasered in on our protagonist. The pacing here is everything. It's that sudden, violent whiplash from peace to pure panic.
And what really makes this moment work is the choice of music. The original creator actually talked about 2 possibilities, and both of them are just genius. Blasting Feliz Navidad in a library is so absurdly upbeat and out of place, it's hilarious. But the other option, Gate is somebody that I used to know, that creates this super dramatic, overly emotional, and just as awkward vibe. Either way, you've got the perfect soundtrack for maximum public shame.
So, the music's out there, the damage is done. Now we get to the absolute heart of the comedy here, the reaction. And this is where the animation style completely shifts from something realistic to something that is very, very native to internet culture.
So this whole glitchy, vibrating face thing, it's not just a funny face. It's a whole visual language. It's like a visual shorthand for that feeling when your brain just completely short-circuits from panic. It's an external view of an internal system crash. And we all instantly get it because it perfectly mirrors that chaotic feeling inside when everything goes completely sideways. And this right here, this is the perfect illustration of that total breakdown. As the librarian gets closer, our hero's ability to speak just evaporates into this panicked, garbled nonsense. These aren't even words anymore. It's just the raw sound of a brain trying and failing to find the off switch.
And just when you think it cannot possibly get any worse, an authority figure shows up. And the librarian isn't yelling. No, she's whispering aggressively, which in a library is somehow about 1,000 times more terrifying. This is it. This is the final nail in the coffin. The social pressure is now officially at its max.
So, what do you do? What do you do when you're faced with just unbearable social humiliation? Do you apologize? Try to turn off the music? No, of course not. You defy the very laws of physics. And that brings us to the video's completely absurd climax.
And here's the pivot. This is the exact moment the video just decides to leave reality behind. The protagonist's sheer panic and awkwardness literally becomes a physical force, powerful enough to make the chair start to levitate off the ground. The problem has gotten so big that the only possible solution is to embrace the absurd.
So here's the escape plan, broken down into 3 easy steps. Step 1, the chair lifts off. Step 2, activate helicopter arms. Step 3, eject yourself directly through the doors. I mean, it is the ultimate fight-or-flight response, where the flight part is taken very, very literally.
The landing, well, it isn't exactly graceful. Just a little ow, ah. But what comes next is this brilliant, chaotic mix of emotions. You get a thumbs up and a confident, nice, almost like this was the plan all along. And then it's immediately followed by this mouthed, aggressive curse. It's just this perfect storm of relief, leftover rage, and total absurdity.
All right, so we've walked through the whole chaotic story.
But why does it work so well? Why does this little 23-second nightmare resonate with millions of people? Let's break down the secret ingredients.
This table really just lays it all out, doesn't it? You start with a premise that literally everyone is afraid of. Then you escalate the tension like crazy, super fast. You resolve the whole thing with a punchline that is completely surreal and unexpected. And then you wrap the whole package in the visual language of memes, that shared internet dialect that makes this private feeling of panic feel so universal. It's just a perfect recipe for virality.
But wait, it's not even over yet. The very last beat is this sudden cut. The filter gets all dramatic, the mood shifts, and then we hear that iconic, mournful opening of the Gotti song. It's one last perfectly timed punchline that basically reframes this entire chaotic mess as some kind of epic, tragic breakup with the library.
So in the end, this little short works because it takes a really common anxiety, and instead of solving it in any realistic way, it just blows it up into something completely ridiculous. It kind of suggests that when you're faced with a situation that feels like the end of the world, maybe the best response isn't to fix it, but to just activate your helicopter arms and fly away.